Welcome to the Week 1 edition of the Tiger Football Report. I'm your host, Spiro Marikas, along with the head coach of the Tigers, Pete Shinnick. And Coach, first question we always have to ask coming out of training camp, how are you health-wise?
Yeah, great question. Not bad this year. I think our training staff and really strength staff did a fantastic job over the summer getting our guys ready, and then we come out of this, really healthy. Typically, if you have a couple guys out at this time, with a surgery or something like that, that's about normal. I think we're only going to have one surgery guy through this process, but everybody else, I think everything, is fixable. And so might be out for a couple days, but should be back. I think going into this game, I think, probably of our top 70, we probably have about 67 of them really healthy.
That's great news to hear.
Yeah,
now,
that's very good.
Question number 2 that everybody always wants to know. Who's going to be the quarterback?
Exactly. And you will know on that first play when that guy runs out there. So that's how we're doing it. I think 3 years in a row we've done it that way. So, that's kind of been the process.
All right, so I guess I should hold that for next year too, and
there we go.
Get the same answer.
Exactly, see what we get.
All right. Now, one area where you do have a lot of change is running back.
Yes.
You've brought in a lot of guys. Tell us about the running back position.
Yeah, Al Wooten has really established himself as our starter. Transfer from Mercer and Duke, okay? So in 2023, he ran for about 700 yards, 750 yards at Mercer. Last year, played a little bit at Duke. He's been fantastic, and so he's really done a great job. Caddy Phillips, who was with us last year, has really stepped up his game, improved tremendously from the spring, so that's been fun to see. And then Kamarian Battles has really just done a great job and has been, a really what we had hoped as a freshman running back. So between those three, I think we got a good mix there.
Then your offensive line is a veteran group, and your wide receiver group is a veteran group, and you brought in a new offensive coordinator. So how does that change things?
Yeah, we got a lot of work this spring of getting done, with the new offense and the new nuances. Obviously, having experienced O-linemen, Gene Germain, Dan Volpe, Joden Nelson, KJ Brooks, all those guys, having those guys back is extremely helpful. Ian Miller played a lot for us last year. Those 4 guys, 5 guys, huge. That really puts us in a great spot. And then as you mentioned, wide receiver, John Dunmore, I think he's one of the most electric guys out there. J.C. Ondoss, Sam Reynolds, Isaiah Perkins, and Lucas Londano. So, the experience of those 5 wide receivers, I think, gives us a great mix offensively to get done what we want to.
How about changing the offense with a new coordinator, and how involved are you in that? Because you are an offensive guy.
No, I'm very involved. I'm going to call it this year, so been very involved in the process, and so really stepping up from how we do things, really taking a lot of what we did at West Florida and incorporating it into how we do things now.
Excited to get back to play calling?
I am, as long as they work. If not, it's the offensive coordinator's fault.
That's right. So, yeah. Now, on the defensive side, your defensive line is basically brand new.
It is.
But you have a lot of experience in the defensive backfield and at the linebacker position.
We do. Miles Brody, Xavier Terry, Jacine Shiggs, all great experienced guys in the back. Miles been here for a long time. Really, I think became one of the better corners in the conference last year. Xavier Terry, I think one of the top safeties in the conference. So that's huge to have those guys back there. And they've been leading by example as well. Linebacker, Rodney Roan, Branson Peters, C.J. McClendon, all guys that have played really well and done a great job for us. Throw in a Jamez Drummer, who transferred in from ODU, Fred Thomas, who played a lot for us last year. We redshirted him at linebacker. We feel like we got a really good group there. D-line, as you mentioned, we've got 3 young guys that'll probably start the game for us, but then Wyatt Drager, San Diego State transfer, Trayvon Adams, a James Madison transfer, and J.T. Black, a Lenore Ryan transfer. Those guys, I think, along with Elijah Tarleton, kind of give us really good depth. So 3 young guys that I think are going to be very, very good. J.R. Stiegel, Aaron Clark, and Shamir Boyd. All those guys I think will be really good at the D-line. But they are young, and I think we got the experience and the depth behind them to help them out.
All right, Thursday night opens things up against Norfolk State. We talked about your new offensive coordinator. Well, your old offensive coordinator is now at Norfolk State. Does that help you in trying to game plan for this ball game?
Yeah, we think so. Obviously went against him for 2 years. I think, saw him coach 24 games or whatever it is, 23 games, saw him, how he does things. So I think that'll be very helpful to have an idea of what he's going to do. He's been doing it for a while. Brian does a really good job. So, I mean, it's going to be a tough matchup for our defense.
Now, does it help them that he is familiar with what you are going to do?
I would think so. I mean, sure, why not? Because the same way, he went through fall camp in 23, fall camp in 24, spring ball in 23, spring ball in 24. I mean, he has that experience, so he'll know some of the wrinkles, he'll know some of the issues, he'll know some things. So obviously, I think that does help him as well.
Michael Vick, the head coach for Norfolk State, his first ever game as the head coach. How does that affect you when you go in and you start the game plan knowing that defensively, offensively you probably have an idea, but defensively, it's a whole new staff over there, and you may not be aware of what they're going to try to do?
Yeah, I think from us offensively, it's probably the hardest because you have no idea what they're going to do because, I mean, defensive coordinator came from Florida Memorial, so they're going to do what they did there. We really don't have much film to, kind of look at to see what are they doing, how are they doing it. So that's where you just sit here and go, okay, what are we good at? What can we do? How can we handle it? And that's really what we're going to do. Start the game out and say, all right, these are the things we did well in camp. These are the things we did well in spring. Let's go execute them and see how well we can get them done.
When you look at the schedule, you're not home until Game 4, although 2 of the games are not exactly, going to wear you out traveling, going to Morgan and going to Maryland. But how important this obviously important to get off to a good start, but tough to play your first 3 on the road.
Yeah, when we looked at this, and we were really deciding this right when I got hired. And it was like, okay, do we want to take this game on a Thursday night? Do we want to go on the road 3 times in a row? And again, I feel like Morgan, it is an away game, but for our guys, the wear and tear really isn't a normal away game. And Maryland, the same thing. So that's where we felt good because we had Norfolk scheduled for later in the season. And I was like, no, let's do it because I don't think it's that big of a push after that. So when the Thursday night opened up, I thought that was great because you get a chance to play, then you get a chance to have a little longer weekend, a little more time for recovery, the short Morgan trip. But they're all important, as you say. And so we want to get off to a great start. We've put a lot of work in. We've done a lot of really good things. I want our guys to just play confident and play well.
And now you get the game on national television.
Huge, yeah.
So that
great
that
exposure
helps
for
also.
us. No.
How much, quickly as we're running out of time, how much different has this training camp been as far as what you have to do to get guys acclimated with what you want to do?
Yeah, this has probably been the best training camp we've had. This has been the best approach that our guys have had. I mean, the maturity of the group, understanding everything that we want, how we want it done, and why we want it done. So very pleased with our senior leadership, very pleased with our guys understanding how we do things. We've been able to get a lot done, very few misses, minimal lates, all those type of things where it's just like it's run like clockwork. But, we got an experienced group. We got people who have done it. And the new guys who have come in have really embraced our philosophy, really embraced our culture and how we do things.
It all kicks off Thursday night. Gordy and I will have a call for you on TowsonTigers.com at 7 o'clock. And the game is also on ESPNU. So, for the head coach of the Tigers, Pete Shinnick, I'm Spiro Marikas. Thanks for tuning in to Week 1 of the Tiger Football Report.